What's up, ladies and G's? Welcome back. Today we talk again about Helldivers 2 Hive World solo diving, and in this specific mission we are gonna kill the Hive Lord. And yes, the Patriot Exosuit is the king of the desert, undeniably. This build basically is all about dealing high burst damage to the Hive Lord with the termites, the ultimatums, the strafing grounds, and those will mainly serve us to crack one armor segment open, and then the Patriot Exosuit will dump its entire machine gun. That's 1000 shots for a total of 90k damage to the exposed flesh. So basically, if you are being aggressive enough with termites, ultimatums, and strafing grounds, you should be able to crack the armor segment of the one armor segment of the Hive Lord by the 25-minute mark, okay? And using the robots, depending on the luck, basically here you will see here we have been quite unlucky because the Dragon Roaches destroyed one of our chain guns immediately. We could have killed the Hive Lord much earlier. So basically by the 50-minute mark you're killing it, okay? And I am estimating it the worst case scenario as in this mission, okay? So anyways, another thing I can teach you immediately is in the briefing room before you select your drop down point, check for the hot zones, and as soon as you land, if you do not see matching hot zones, that means they are secondary objectives, okay? So I have seen here 3 hot zones in the briefing room, and I immediately assumed they are all stalker nests, but yeah, in the end there were 2 stalker nests and 1 mobile raider. But still, it's a very effective way to pinpoint your secondary objectives immediately, because yeah, we will be on the clock. We need a lot of time to kill the Hive Lord, and of course we cannot lose much time to do the rest of the mission. Anyways, let's get on the mission. Oh, by the way, we are using the Dust Devil's armor mainly for an aesthetic factor. I like it a lot, but keep in mind that the 20% increased throw range, it's pretty noticeable when you want to snipe the Hive Lord from a certain distance with termites and strafing rounds, okay? So you will notice it, definitely. By the way, yeah, you can use also the heavy armor as well. I have completed solo missions with the heavy armor as well, so it's mainly up to your choice, to your preference. You want to be tankier, but you want to be slower, then you choose the heavy armor. You can choose the medium armor like I am doing right now to have a sort of balance between speed and tankiness. Of course, the vitality booster is mandatory because you will not be able to tank the Dragon Breath if you don't use the vitality booster. Even if you have a 14% fire reduction, but it's not even remotely comparable to the inflammable armor, okay? That is all about tanking the Dragon Roaches. Here we are doing a sort of mix and match here with the Dust Devils. Okay, you can use also the Kill Zone armor as well, the Acclimated, I believe it's called, the Acclimated booster, sorry, the passive, which is a 50% damage reduction from fire, which is quite decent. But I warn you in advance, 90% of the times you're gonna die, it's because of the Dragon Roaches. They strafe with their stupid breath, they track you. Just explain me how to fucking dodge that attack, because I have not been successful by any means. Anyways, sorry for the rant, and yes, let's get back to the mission. So we have completed 3 secondary objectives immediately, because as I said, in the briefing room you can see the hot zones immediately. So I have deliberately dropped around the 3 hot zones in the caves here. So now it's time to get in the open, and yeah, here is the scary part, because in the open, of course, you are fresh meat for the Dragon Roaches. The Dragon Roaches are, I mean, okay-ish as an enemy, but I don't like their extremely high spawn rate. They are like, if you leave them unchecked, they are gonna cover your entire sky. You cannot see the sky, you just see the Dragon Roaches. So either they have to make those guys less tankier, with less armor, which is, I mean, plausible because they are flying, so they have to be less armored, right? or they have to spawn with like the Stingray, okay? Just one every 7 minutes, 7-8 minutes. That's reasonable. You cannot just spam the Dragon Roaches for the entire match. They are very annoying. And by the way, for the Dragon Roaches, the best approach, if you don't want to bring the Orbital Rail Cannon, which is a sure one-shot, is the Ultimatum Trick Shot. You will not one-shot every time, but yeah, you deal considerable amount of damage. Okay, so this is the first encounter with the Hive Lord, so as you can see, I am trying to Tempest him of Termites, and also an Ultimatum Shot, which is always good. Remember that every Termite deals 1000, roughly 1000 fire damage, which is transferred to the main health pool as well of the Hive Lord, and 2000 explosive damage, which is not transferred to the main health pool because it is 100% explosive resistant. That's the reason. So, but to the external armor, you're effectively dealing 3k damage for Termite. That means you're gonna need like I'm doing calculation by mind, I think 17 or 18 Termites to a single armor segment to crack it open. Since, yeah, it's not plausible that you're gonna crack it open immediately and you're gonna, you know, put all of the Termites in the same spot. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot more. So we're gonna need like strafing runs, for example. And why not preemptive Exosuit to just dump 14 rockets. Remember that the Exosuit has 14 rockets and each one of them has 1250 damage. For a total of like, I believe it's 18 damage, 18k damage, I believe. So if you do all of the things correctly, you should crack it open by the 25-minute mark, depending on the Hive Lord moves and yeah, general situation around you, of course. Okay, I'm gonna dump the entire rocket pods here. Okay. So now this is basically used. This first robot is usually not very useful. So I'm just dumping the machine gun to clear at least the Shrieker nests and the eggs here around the pipe bulbs for the primary objectives. Nothing much we can do here. Just imagine if the Dragon Roaches had armor of 3, you could have easily damaged those guys with your minigun as well in the entire, you know, in their entire body. But yeah, they have 4 unless you hit on the underbelly. But the underbelly is extremely durable of the Dragon Roaches, so you will not deal any damage. And yes, they are gangbanging us in the first. Yeah, I was expecting at least to catch fire and, you know, give us a chance to escape, but okay. Okay, let's get on the move. So we have one primary which is ready to be... This pipe is ready to be turned. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, by the way, as for the primary weapon, I mean, I have grown tired of the Coyote. It's extremely strong, don't get me wrong. I love the Coyote, but I have done so countless dives with the Coyote that I wanted to, you know, to get back to the legendary Incendiary Breaker, which is still extremely effective at crowd controlling. Oops. I have an empty resupply pack, so I am not sure I can deal enough damage right now to the... Almost empty, I mean, to the Hive Lord. Yeah, as you can see, if you leave those guys' breath unchecked, you're gonna die. You cannot tank it. Doesn't matter. Okay. Again, Termites. This fucking Dragon Roaches, look at that. It's a guaranteed steam. If they breath, you're gonna steam. There's no way they breath and you don't have to steam. Even if you bring the heavy inflammable armor, I can guarantee you're gonna steam either way. They're gonna force a fucking steam every time. And it's very annoying. Very annoying. Okay, so let's get the resupply here. I'm using these rocks as cover, hopefully. And still these annoying guys. Okay, let's get Ultimatum Trick Shot, and as you can see, we did not one-shot it. Our HP just melted in seconds. Okay, so we need to wait 6 minutes for the next robot, so we need to get some more objectives done. Another trick shot, and this time we got the kill, but there's another one immediately. Probably the safest way to one-shot those guys is to prepare a strafing run and then do the ultimatum trick shot. Probably you're gonna one-shot like 99% of the time, if you do both. But honestly, I don't want to risk my... waste my strafing runs right now for the Dragon Roaches. They are not a valuable target like the Hive Lords. Also because as soon as you kill one, in just 1 second, another one will spawn, so... I mean, you know, there's no sense in actually destroying Dragon Roaches continuously, because you will... There's no scenario where you're not gonna have Dragon Roaches in the sky. They will be there. Okay, so let's get on the Mega Nest. Yeah, I believe in the underground, the Mega Nest has only one layout possible, and basically this has... look at this layout as 2 half moons, okay? So 1 half moon that contains the... This guy was... No sound, nothing, just appeared behind us. Okay, so this is another problem I want to address. The sound. They don't make any fucking sound. Especially the chargers, but chargers is, you know, an old matter. But these guys, the Alpha Warriors, are very fast and they don't make any sound. They get behind you and they are fast and they are gonna kill you immediately. Anyways, okay, we cracked, as you see. Yeah, we cracked open the armor segment of the Hive Lord. So all we have to do is call in the robot as soon as we got one. By the way, I was telling you, look at the Mega Nest as, and as you see, 27-minute mark. So my estimation was correct. Look at the Mega Nest as 2 half moons. One that contains the Titan Hole that has 6 holes, and the other half moon does not contain the Titan Hole as 5 holes. Okay, so look at the Mega Nest like that if you're gonna, you know, if you lose yourself easily in the caves. 2 opposing half moons. Anyways, we have cracked it open, but we don't have the robot ready, unfortunately. So I think we are gonna go underground for the moment. We're gonna wait for the robot to be ready to dump the chain gun into the exposed part. So 25 minutes is a reasonable time. I mean, you crack it open, so now you start to deal real damage to the main health pool of the Hive Lord, which is, you know, which is good. Remember, you need 150k damage, and the Patriot Exosuit minigun deals a total of 90k damage. So it's not sufficient, but still, almost, okay? Okay, let's get back to this fucking Mega Nest, hoping that no Alpha Warrior will sneak on my ass and just kill me in just 2 swipes. It's extremely annoying. We've just closed a single hole. Well, let's get on the move. Spear gun, by the way, is still the king of the desert, undeniably. As I also said in my loadout video, it has everything in a single package. It has heavy stagger, gas grenades, closes back holes, a decent penetration. Actually, it has 5 penetration, and also decent damage. You can one-shot hulks in the visor, so don't underestimate the power of the spear gun as well. Decent ammo economy, I would say. And we are getting mauled. Okay. Unfortunately, we have to circle around. We did not close many holes, to be honest, but still. 1 life is more valuable, you know, than some holes. Okay, we're circle around and we attack from a different angle. Especially if they breach, just go around, you know. GG aim. In my defense, there was a lot of sway, to be honest, but still. It was my own failing aim. Okay, after we have fired like 6 of those spears, we have to disengage. We need 1 spear for the escape at least, so we don't have any more ammo on the supply backpack, as you can see, so we cannot stay here for much longer. They will gonna concentrate their efforts on the middle, those guys, those Terminates, and in matter of a minute you will not be able to walk anymore because there will be, you know, a ton of guys just body blocking you. Okay, so we should where did that termite go? Looks like that last ult did not get destroyed by that termite. I don't know why. Well, anyways, we have to get away. Or maybe we can find more ammo on this backpack. Oh, great. Okay, we have more resupply, so we can stay a little bit longer. Not too much. Okay, 9 holes. It is better to disengage right now. Another circle on the base would probably trigger another breach and getting us killed. Oops, it looks like the Lord does not want us to get out, but... Yeah, I know that, you know, using termites right now is not so useful. Remember that the main health pool is 100% explosive resistant. We are not dealing so much damage, just the fire portion of the termite, which is, I believe, 975 damage. Which is, I mean, it's not 0, of course, but there are better ways, like the strafing rounds and such. Let's see if we can get some damage here. Where is it? Man, how many fucking dragon roaches are there? Look at the fucking sky. Can you see the sky, honestly? I just see acid spits and those stupid flying Bile Titans. And of course they broke our fucking chain guns. Man, go fuck yourselves, really. Okay, we have to do some pest control here immediately. We have 1 remaining robot, but we have to wait like 7 minutes to actually pour damage. But I can guarantee you in 7 minutes, you Hive Lord, you're gonna die. Hopefully. Okay. This should be, at least for now, the last one. No, it's not the last one. There's already another one on the background, as you saw. Man, I hate these dragon roaches. Okay, this is a charger. Please, I don't want to die. Let me get away. Thank you, charger. Thank you. Okay, so we still have 3 valves to turn. And we have the Meganest with the remaining 2 holes. The SSD as well, and I believe it's done. Yeah, that's on me. Okay, I was too stubborn. I wanted to reload the ultimatum without steaming, and I paid it for... I paid it with 1 life. Okay. That was on me. At least I got the kill. Better than nothing. Also, I've noticed that they cranked up the heavy enemies as well. Objective nearby. Yeah, why not just pouring some spears in the belly of the Hive Lord? Don't ask me why I threw that. I threw that termite there. Makes no sense. Okay. Still have to reload the ultimatum. Yeah, I'm checking for the robot. You can still do a respectable damage with the coyote, for example, because of the penetration to the, to the exposed belly. That's not entirely true for the shotgun, but still you do a reasonable damage. At least at close range. Because as soon as you increase the range, the pallets are gonna spread too much, and most of those will end up on armored parts. So that's the, that's the main problem. But if you fire at close range, medium to close range, you still do a decent damage with the shotgun. Okay, so there's nothing we can do. Okay, now we have the strafing grounds at least, so we can do something in the meanwhile before the last robot. And he's coming. I have to watch my back from the Impaler's tentacles. I am trying to stick the termites on the exposed part at least. They're gonna deal 1k damage each. It's respectable. Okay. Still 5 minutes for the robot. Okay. We need the resupplies here. Okay, so let's get the resupplies. Let's control the situation on the back. And yeah, as you can see right now, it seems to be quite empty of Dragon Roaches for the moment. So a robot here would have been the perfect shot for the Titans. Sorry, for the Hive Lord. But yeah, luck is always on our part. So we have to wait, and probably by the time we have the robot ready, again, the Dragon Roaches will spawn. I am sure about that. The game knows when you have the robot ready. Okay, we are trying to at least nail some more strafing rounds on this guy. There is a very far Dragon Roach. Okay, we managed to stick another termite on the exposed part. Dragon Roach is coming. Okay. And of course we did not one-shot it. There's another Dragon Roach that has spawned. So we have 2 of those. One is one-shottable, I guess. The other one is 50-50. This one is the weak one. But yeah, we're gonna use these rocks for cover from the Dragon Roaches at least. I think I have still a pair of strafing rounds, I believe. We need still 2 eggs to clean. I don't know where they are, honestly. Yeah, that was too low. See, it's mistakes like those that will get you killed. Not nailing an ultimatum shot on the Dragon Roach means that you will have to fight multiple of those. So yeah, always try to not fail like me. I know it sounds silly, but okay, we got this guy. Again, termites, it's the only thing we can do. Also, please explain me how the fire can stay on the water. At least the game should know that fire cannot apply on, water puddles. Okay, I desperately need the resupplies here because I am empty of resupplies here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this guy's gonna die. Let's keep going. Let me see if I can clean The remaining eggs here. Well, the Hive Lord is helping us with the speed, to be honest, right now. So it's not. Oh, nice dodge from the Charger. You saw that? Nice. Charger dodged my termite. GG for the Charger. How many fucking Chargers are there? Like 3? 4? I don't know. Honestly, I'm scrambling right now. I'm not sure what to do next. I want to reach the pipe valves, but I am also waiting for the Hive Lord. Okay, let's see if we can nail this guy. Nope. Went away. By the way, I have heard that the Epoch is decent against these guys, but the main problem with the Epoch is how you're gonna structure your loadout to be able to at least close bug holes without, you know, using a ton of grenades. I mean, it's a choice, of course, if you want to use the Epoch, but the main problem is also the self-destruction, you know, if you mistake the charging sequence. So, almost there, 19 seconds for the robot. I guess we're not gonna kill it. No. Too late. Man, this guy's called reinforcements instantaneously. That's... And we still need one egg to destroy, and I don't see it. But to be honest, in hindsight, yeah, it's actually in front of us, but I was too, you know, too focused on not dying in the real game, so... Man, this game is tense, really. Okay, looks like the strafing ground did its job. So these guys are so annoying. I mean, have you noticed that the hunters that were, you know, the most annoying enemy of the Terminids are like a piece of cake right now? They are even lovely. Have you noticed that? There are a lot of enemies that really piss you off a ton more than the normal hunters. Okay, the robot is here. Let's call in the King of the Desert, and I can guarantee you, Hive Lord, you're gonna die. This is your grave. Oh, perfect. Look at the Pelican. Pelican nailed down the Drago Roach. Nice. Perfect for us. Okay. We are ready. We could have done this earlier. I know, but the 100 roaches, man, and he hates our resupplies. Fuck it. Look at the map. We can at least follow him because the resupply is stuck on his fucking head. Man, do not destroy my minigun with these fucking tentacles. Really, I swear to God. Okay, so just nail your entire minigun on the belly of this guy, the exposed part, whatever it is. Usually the belly. I don't think I have killed that Impaler with this rocket, but still. Come on, do a fucking normal move, not these ones. Come on. Just get up from the ground and die for me, please. We have work to do. Not yet. Look at this fucking bastard. We are losing a ton of time. We are 10 minutes away from the mission. I'm checking my surroundings because I want to protect my minigun. Okay, here it is. You're gonna die. Come on, die already. Die, come on, die. Really? Yeah, it's done. Okay, he's dead. We are not dealing any more damage. As you saw, no red crosses. He's dead. Perfect. We killed the Hive Lord. Okay, so let's recap. We have 2 pipes. Okay, 1 hive, small hive, I guess. 2 remaining holes on the Mega Nest. And the briefcase. Okay. I am not sure we will be able to do everything. Probably not, but we're gonna try. Okay, perfect. And as you can see, as soon as you kill it, the flames on the ground will not ignite you anymore. Did you notice that? So basically the flames are tied to the HP of the monster. If you kill it, the flames are gonna lose the... Look at how lovely he has become. He left us complete. The the oil pump. GG. Did we kill it? I did. Yes, looks like we did. Okay. Okay, let's at least turn this remaining pipe and this remaining valve and yeah. Next objective is gonna be the remaining 2 holes of the mega nest. Okay. GG. Okay, we have completed the mission, but let's see if we can at least do a little bit more.
Helldivers never die.
Okay. Okay, let's reach again that mega nest. That's very unfortunate that we could not close all of the back holes in a single pass. Would have been awesome, especially in a matter of time, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so here is the briefcase. We're gonna come back later for the briefcase. Sorry, the SSD, I mean. Okay. Remember that as soon as you complete your main objectives, the patrols are gonna be cranked up even more. So yeah, I'm gonna expect heavy resistance for 2 remaining holes. Almost. Okay, we are in the mega nest. Man, really, immediately. This is gonna be bad, really bad. Okay. Looks like we will have to deal with this giant breach as well. I guess this is the wrong side, right? Okay, so we need to close the holes on the other side, of course, the other side. There's an entire breach blocking us. Okay, we have the strafing runs again, but I doubt we're gonna make any use of those in the underground, so... Yeah, in the open, I guess they are decently effective, even after the Hive Lord. We just have the Draco Roaches roaming around, and... yeah, normal units, I guess. Run, run, come on. By the way, we are using the full choke muzzle for the Breaker Incendiary to concentrate the most firepower. Because, yeah, usually, technically, you're expecting to fight in the caves, and caves are not extremely open, you know. Yeah, and here, yeah, really, I was expecting to die, to be honest, really. But I brute forced my way in. Okay, so this one. And of course the leg. Of course the leg. Come on. Okay, that's the last one. Okay.
Last reload.
We don't have any more resupplies, so we have to deal. Okay, we have to deal with what we have, I guess. As you can see, the spear gun is an amazing escape tool as well. You confuse the enemies, you deal, I mean, 25 damage per second, which is negligible, at least. I mean, in matter of damage, I guess, but still, you're gonna be able to escape and avoid some crazy chases. Is this empty? Yes, of course it is. Anyways.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
We need to find a way out right now. I want to close the, the middle nest first before going to the SSD. I want to leave the SSD as last objective. I am not sure we're gonna make it. We have 5 minutes left. By the way, my plan was to get the SSD and, cross the open section with the... Wow. This came out straight from the walls again. All it required was an headshot. That was dead. Right there. No sound, no nothing. Came from straight from the wall. You saw that. Instantaneously. Really. Anyways, my plan was to get the SSD as last, get in the robot and cross the open section with the robot's armor, I guess. But I guess the time at our disposal is not extremely high. Yeah, look at that. That's homing fire to me, really. We hit the staggered the the Dragon Roach. He was spitting in the air, literally, and yeah, fire just appeared on our feet. That makes no sense to me. At least if we stagger it, make it so that at least it breads randomly in random directions, not below you, really. Okay, here I was torn between getting to the robot because it has still 2 rockets or close this all manually. But since they have called the breach recently, I risked it. Yes. Okay, 2 remaining back holes. Man, where the fuck did it bounce? That's a bad position. I don't want to go there just to take the resupply. It's very risky. Okay, we closed the back hole, so we just need that briefcase right now and then we can extract. I guess those are the resupplies that were stuck on the Hive Lord, and as soon as he died, the resupply packs just spread around, I guess. He tried to steal our resupplies, but in the end, the king of the desert, the Patriot Exo, did his job. I'm starting to believe that the inner part of the wings is your best bet if you want to one-shot those guys with the ultimatum. I mean, of course, the headshot is a one-shot, but the inner part of the wings is also quite weak because I guess the ultimatum deals explosive damage to multiple parts of the Dragon Roach, and each of those parts transfer the damage to the main health pool. I guess that's the reason, because we can one-shot in the inner part of the wings. Man, I have 2 rockets. I will not hesitate to use those. Yeah, did not do very much damage, unfortunately. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the robot here. Okay. Let's keep going. We have work to do. We have some work left to do. Man, this guy, stop it, please. I cannot stand you any fucking more, really. I have lost count of how many fucking Dragon Roaches I have killed in this mission, really. And where is this fucking fire again? What the fuck? Yes, that's on me. I'm sorry, that's on me. I was looking my back and I lost every fucking equipment there. Okay. Stupid deaths for a stupid Helldiver, I guess. Anyways, we have only the spear gun right now, which is even worse. Okay. Man, I don't want those guys to call a breach right now here. But actually, maybe it could favor us, I guess. They call it the breach, we escape. But yeah, we don't have the spear gun to cover our escape, so it's better that they do not do it. Okay, we have the SSD right now, so my decision was pretty stupid here. I wanted to cross the open with the robot because if you have the briefcase and you enter the robot, you're gonna keep the briefcase. So you are technically more protected, but we're gonna die. Spoiler alert, we're gonna die. Of course, from drug roaches. Of course. I'm trying to get a little bit sneaky here. Not so much, but still. There is a resupply here. Yeah. Okay, that's the robot there. In hindsight, yeah, probably if we just crossed it on foot, we could have been less noticeable from the drug roaches. Yeah, as you can see, here is coming right now. I want to risk it and get the supply pack. Hopefully there is still some supplies there. Okay, good. There are some. Actually, there are all supplies. Look at how much damage they do. Fuck this guy. But we have 1 minute only, so I guess even if they did not kill us right now, I guess we could have not reached the extraction in time. And they've destroyed our rockets, rocket pods. They've destroyed also our minigun. By the way, thank you for watching. Yeah, we're gonna die shortly. That's unfair to say the least. That's because, yeah, as you can see, the step there killed us. The step did not let us stay. Thank you for staying with me, guys. Bye bye.